The News with Jessica is sponsored by Hover.com. Go to gfq.hover.com and get 10% off your entire purchase. FreshBooks. FreshBooks is an easy-to-use online invoicing service that saves you time, gets you paid faster, and makes you look professional. Get started completely for free at freshbooks.com. And by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook by going to audiblepodcast.com/GFQ.
I have the Judar.
All right, so an Irishman spontaneously combusted.
Yeah, in a porno booth.
The 76-year-old Irishman was burned to death in his home in December.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no evidence of gasoline or kerosene or any other accelerant. So the coroner is not sure, but they believe that the fire just spontaneously started,
do on a daily basis,
burning him alive.
From him. Like he was the cause.
Like he was the cause of his own combustion.
Where do you get these news stories? Like,
How does that happen?
The Onion, no. Yeah.
Like, how
this is
does
actually
somebody-
MSNBC.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Like where people...
I don't believe that.
They build up gas in their body and then
in
they
their
explode.
body.
Yeah, like you know how whales sometimes explode?
What do you mean? What kind of gas are they building up?
Methane.
No, come on.
Dangerous levels of methane.
How do you do that?
Your asshole's closed and you
Sealed shut.
sealed shut.
Why?
Why?
Were they trying to wax and they stood up and they were glued together? Why were they?
It's not about semantics.
Why were their holes?
Semantics aren't important.
Why were their holes shut?
The holes are shut. Just go with it. Holes are shut.
Okay.
And the methane gas builds, and then
Mm.
eventually it just can't take it anymore, and you just explode.
Is that how you killed Lon?
That's how I killed Lon. I sewed his butt.
All right.
Yeah.
So restrooms are now back in order at a federal building where a toilet exploded.
Mm-hmm.
The bathrooms were in the regional building and were declared off limits after 2 Department of Homeland Security employees were injured when the toilet exploded.
Cherry
they-
bombs.
We don't know why.
Let me ask you.
Maybe they're flushing old
like,
Irishmen.
how do you like leave a legacy? Like you spontaneously combusted. Like
Yeah.
that's what you're leaving behind.
That's the worst. All right, so what's up? What do we got in the news?
Okay, so there might actually be a vaccine for AIDS.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, I saw this.
Yeah,
They've said this 10 years ago, by the way.
and they're still saying it now.
Yeah.
This isn't 100% yet,
Of
but what they
course.
found is that they have a vaccine that they've tried on 30 HIV-free volunteers. So I'm not really sure why. This is why I would think that they would want to put the vaccine in people who have AIDS.
You can't vaccinate people who have AIDS.
You cannot vaccinate.
Right.
Yeah, once you
No, I
get-
know. But I feel like how is it?
Durr.
No, but I feel like it would be better. I don't know.
Why don't they just give them a bag of almonds?
Well, I mean, 30 HIV-free volunteers.
should
Then
work-
how do they know that this worked? They didn't set them up with then inject them with the AIDS virus. They didn't take this HIV.
Well, let me tell you how they do it. Because you clearly...
I clearly don't know, but I
Yeah.
would think that it would make
Let me-
more
can I-
sense
can I tell
to
you?
see if their immune system
Well, let me break it down for you.
tried to make it better.
All right?
Go ahead.
Let me break it down for you.
Please break it down.
You got people who don't have AIDS, right?
Yeah.
They give you the AIDS vaccine.
Yes.
Okay? Now you have the vaccination in your blood.
Now you have
Yes.
AIDS.
No. You have a bit of AIDS.
Bit of AIDS.
Bit of
yeah.
AIDS.
Bit of AIDS. Bacon bits of
It's like
AIDS.
a bit.
Like we all have
Like bits of
measles,
honey.
mumps, and rubella.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're all dirty.
Yeah.
Rubella is always funny.
Rubella is the greatest. Like, what did he die of? Rubella.
Rubella. Yeah. I'd like a peanut butter and
MMR.
I'd like a peanut butter and rubella sandwich. Yeah. So, all right. So you get the AIDS vaccine, right?
Yeah.
They take your blood and then they give it AIDS, and then they see how
Like in a tube.
Yeah, in a tube, and then they see how your body handles it. So
Yeah.
And your body fights it.
it fights it
Right.
because it knows what to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
happened? So what did the test say?
That everything was good. that their bodies were fine afterwards. So I don't know. It's not much of a story other than that the vaccine seemed to not do any harm.
You know what? It's funny. This is what it came down to, in my opinion. At first, AIDS came on the scene, right? People are just dropping left and right.
Yeah.
Then they create medicine for it. Okay? Wait, AIDS was created basically. What's the story? Like, how was it created? We're not
What,
going with the
a-
monkey, obviously. That's just
How
crazy.
was it created?
Yeah, it's a
Like the
man-made
con-
disease.
The conspiracy.
Yeah,
The conspiracy is
it's
that
a dude banged a monkey.
no. The conspiracy that I mean, and this is a total conspiracy.
Wait, you banged a monkey.
I banged a monkey.
Yeah.
Well, there are stories that there were signs of AIDS. They just had no idea what it was.
I thought they were looking
So-
for a cure for tuberculosis.
I heard polio. I thought it was like a cure for polio, and they were testing it in Africa.
Yeah,
And they realized like all these people are dying, and then they created AIDS.
yeah.
But that obviously is not.
No.
Who knows?
Okay. All right. So basically, the cure for one thing led to another, and people are dropping left and right, and then medical companies create.
Who bangs monkeys?
I don't know. I don't know. Some people say that somebody ate a monkey. Who knows?
Yeah, monkey brain. Yeah.
So then people, drug companies start to prolong people's lives. First, it's like they make them comfortable while they're dying. Then they prolong their lives. And it's reached a point where they've extended it so long that it's not even worth. Like, you can keep them on the drugs for a long time. But if now, at this point, you might as well just vaccinate them.
Well, AIDS, the closest relative, there's two strands. There's HIV-1 and HIV-2.
Yeah.
HIV-1 closest is closely related to a like the same type of immunodeficiency virus that's an epidemic in apes
Mm-hmm.
in Central Africa. So
Okay.
somehow over the years that possibly evolved to humans. It could be from eating the
Monkey
meat.
brains?
It could
Yeah.
be from anything.
Yeah.
So that's the clinical story on where it originated and how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are some countries in Africa. I mean, Botswana has one of the highest mortality rates
From AIDS.
in young adults. I think it's like 34 years old is their
Everybody has AIDS.
their like average. Well, not everybody, but it's like a very high, very very like Cameroon, Congo, Botswana, like very very high rates, and it's like instant AIDS.
No.
Like you get it and you're done.
Insta AIDS.
Yeah.
It's like bad coffee.
Yeah, and then there's SIV.
What's SIV?
It's like the stuff in monkeys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then they're just saying the same thing.
Basically.
Okay. What
We're
else?
nowhere closer than we were 10 years
10
Yeah,
ago.
years.
they say it's bushmeat. Like they got it from bushmeat.
Mm.
That's where because they say it's like a 2% chance of getting it from that.
Yeah.
So somebody got it and they just spread it.
That's rough.
Were you ever scared of AIDS? Like having, sleeping with someone and like getting AIDS?
Absolutely.
You were?
Yeah.
I always.
Oh.
Like I would think I got AIDS from like a Snapple. Like I got mono and I thought I got mono because I shared my
crazy.
Snapple.
Let me tell you what happened. I lost my virginity at 13.
Okay, that's bizarre.
So bizarre.
Yeah, whatever. I'm hood. So I lost my virginity, and somewhere along the lines, I thought I caught AIDS.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought you had AIDS?
Not AIDS. I thought I had something.
Why?
Because it just,
Went through your head.
it went to my head.
Yeah.
I didn't use a condom.
That's awful.
And then paranoia, OCD kicked in. By 18, I was a mess.
Really? Like
I was like really.
you really thought you were getting it?
I thought that. So then I started dating this girl, and this is like the first real.
Did you ever go get tested?
So this is what happened. So then I was like, I'm gonna have sex with her eventually, right? I put it off. She was down for it. I put it off for the longest time because I just really couldn't deal with it. So I ended up going to get tested, and this was when I was 18. How many years? That was 9 years ago. That was 2000. What 2? 2002. Those years, those times. Actually, no, 2001. I was 17 when I got tested. Those times. You wonder how long the test was? 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it tested in 2 week time. And 2 week, like now it's 15 minutes, 10 minutes tops.
Yeah, you find it's like instant. You find
It's
out.
instant. Yeah, they do it. Actually, they do it in every ER. Like no matter what.
No matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, you come in to like you're gonna give you the AIDS test. It's free. They're like, oh yeah, cool, no problem. And it's like 10 minutes. Now, but back then 2 weeks. I walk into the clinic in Jamaica, sitting there, like this.
Awful place to be in.
Oh, it's the worst place.
They're all waiting.
Like
They're all hoping.
I skipped school that day to go to the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've already skipped school. No one knows where I am. And I'm in this clinic, and there's like this dude who looks like mad gaunt. He's like a club kid.
Yeah.
He's not looking good.
No.
He's not looking promised.
Pale.
Yeah, very
Like
pale.
like.
And he's
sweat.
Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
You know, like there's just like a wide assortment of like the baby mamas, you know, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm a good kid.
And you're in this clinic.
Yeah, I'm in this clinic.
In Jamaica.
And it's feeling like that scene in Kids. Like it's just
Yeah.
not
Not good.
Yeah, that's what started my OCD.
By the way, that's like the movie of our generation, right?
Yeah.
Like
course.
that's our generation's movie, and it's such a disturbing. Harmony Korine. We were talking about him on Friday. He made Gummo.
Yeah.
I think something to Donkey Boy or something. I forgot. Julian the Donkey Boy, and
Yeah.
he has a bunch of like weird movies. But Kids is one of the big ones, and it's about like the New York City like teen
The youth,
street
yeah.
culture,
Yeah.
like and the shit that they do. It's like awful. It's
I know.
An awful bunch of people.
And I was one of those kids,
yeah,
but not in Manhattan,
yeah,
just in Queens.
yeah.
Like you can be so ignorant and be from Queens.
Oh yeah.
It's great. And so I get the test, right? And, you know, I go through all the whole rim. Like he gives me the gonorrhea test. And if you've ever had the inside of your penis swabbed,
Oh.
you will know what pain is.
That sounds awful.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
How old were you?
I was at this point 17.
Oh my god.
17, and I was just like freaking out, like gonorrhea.
But you're like, I'm Indian. I can't get
syphilis,
this.
No, I didn't believe my culture would save me because I went so far off the beaten path, you know? Like I was like a reckless kid at that point. So then I go in and it's just like, now he's like, yeah, we'll call you in 2 weeks. And I'm like, call me.
What are you gonna do for 2 weeks?
The worst 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah.
Just
Every day.
Every day coming home, crying, miserable.
And then when you got that phone call, what was it like?
The phone calls come in. That's the phone call.
Really?
Come to the clinic.
No.
We got to talk to you. And I'm like, this is insane. This is
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
got it.
gosh.
You know, and you know where you got it at this point, right?
Yeah, of course I know.
You're like, I know where I got it.
Yeah,
I got it from her.
Yeah.
Now I got it. Like, I have AIDS. I'm gonna die. I have 20 years at least.
Yeah, like I'm not like this is ridiculous.
Well, and then you're like, well, with medicine, I'll be fine. But like, how do
you
I
don't
ever?
even think that. You start thinking about God. You start thinking about everything.
Yeah.
You think about everything. Like you start to believe in God. There was points I was just crying in front of like my mom's like statues of gods.
What did she say?
She didn't know.
She had no clue.
No clue. Why am I
Okay.
going to share this with her?
So now you go in.
I go in and the guy is just like he's like come in the back, sits me down, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And he looks at me and he's like, okay, you're good. I'm like, what do you mean?
Well, they do that to scare you.
They don't do
Yeah.
that to scare you.
No, they
totally
do. They do.
He saw that you were a kid that was being
Yeah.
reckless, and he wanted to scare the.
Teach the lesson, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
that's what it was. He wanted to make sure that you never forgot that feeling.
there's been instances where I've had sex and the condom broke and I got worried after that, but nothing compared to the first time. Like that, like the 2 week period.
I'm
Was
such a germaphobe, man.
Yeah.
I never.
Like let me tell you how crazy it was. Like I'm sitting there and he's like, you got nothing, you're fine. And I'm like, and then I start listing.
Are you sure?
I start listing off the diseases. What about this? What about this? What about that? He's like this. You got nothing. You're fine. You're good.
Yeah.
And I just left. And I
For like
remember
$1 million
I had to
bucks.
skip school that day as well. 2 days now I had to skip. And it was just like I'm walking in. I come to school like late. Like I saunter in halfway in, and I'm just like, whatever. Like I don't give a shit anymore. And it was just like, this is like the biggest weights lifted off your shoulders when you know. But
Jess.
Yeah.
how's that for news?
That's a great story.
Holy
Yeah.
segues.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how to even like segue into this article,
Yeah.
but basically a man was accused of illegally breaking into somebody's house and stealing water because he did his laundry in the person's house. So the guy is suing him for stealing electricity and water.
Are you serious? He's suing him for that?
Yeah, he broke into the house and did his laundry.
How much is he suing him for?
It doesn't say.
What would you do if some guy broke into our house to do
Yeah,
laundry?
I would not be okay with that.
Would you sue him?
I would probably kill
Totally.
him. I would probably kill the guy.
You'd probably go.
Yeah, that's why I would go to jail.
Well, you can't kill
Well,
the guy. It wouldn't be illegal.
You know what? I always think about that. If somebody broke in my house,
Yeah,
I would probably kill him.
you have the legal right to.
I know, but
Yeah.
like, did you really feel that your wife was
Well, you
in
gotta be
danger? Did
threatened.
they have a
yeah.
weapon?
You gotta be
They
threatened.
didn't have,
Like-
I mean, if they're really doing laundry, how
Yeah,
threatening?
Like,
if he's
I
folding a
think-
shirt, you can't kill him.
Right.
Like, I'm one of those people. I have weapons next to my bed,
Yeah.
like in the drawer. Like I'm ready.
Mm.
Like I'll just go downstairs and shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Like that's at the point that I'm at.
Okay.
And I sleep on the couch,
Mm.
like after 2:00, and I'll bring.
Weapons with you?
Yeah.
Do you come dressed in ninja garb?
No, it's. I have
got
stuff
the feet
with me.
with the toes on it.
No, because I always think like my house is gonna get broken into because my whole life, the neighbors got broken into. We never did.
Yeah.
So like I feel like one of these days it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be here. I'm the first like line of defense.
Yeah.
Like I have a whole plan with Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Like you lock yourself in the bathroom, and in our bathroom you could leave. You could get out of the window and actually hide on the roof.
Which bathroom? Upstairs.
Yeah, you could actually. There's like a little ledge, and you could comfortably stay on the roof, and nobody would know you're there.
Yeah.
But like I'm the first line, so what do? I have to kill him.
Of course.
Like you have to kill the guy at this point.
Well, if he's folding clothes, you don't have to do anything.
Is it my clothes?
What if he's folding your clothes?
I'm fine with that.
You're fine. What if he washed your clothes and his clothes together?
Oh no,
No.
dead.
Then he gets killed.
I'm putting him in the dryer.
What if he doesn't use dryer sheets?
That's okay. I don't always use dryer sheets.
You don't always use
No.
dryer sheets? What if he doesn't use detergent?
Just water?
Just
What
water.
a dirty fuck.
What if he bleaches your clothes?
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, man. You're not
Just.
rolling with like...
Dead.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a roadkill cook-off.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Just-
Oh, why do
Yes.
people do that? You know?
Yeah. So this year they're going to be focusing on recipes made with groundhog, possum,
Raccoon?
rabbit, deer, squirrel, snake. And the
Raccoon?
festival, it doesn't say raccoon. They're not focusing on it, but hell, you can bring your recipes with your
Hell,
raccoon
you could
meat.
bring your recipes.
The festival put out a release saying that judges will deduct points for, quote, every chipped tooth resulting in gravel not being removed from the roadkill.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, every time I see a dead raccoon by the side of the road, I like to think that they're not dead, that they're just shocked at the sight of cars.
What?
What?
Most of them are bloody. How do you explain that away?
You know, because the face is covered and it's just the body. It's just
You're so ridiculous.
it's just them like this. Do you see? You know what I mean when you don't see their face?
Yeah.
It's like, I like to think that they fainted because the next day you don't see them. They just get up at some point. They're like, huh, there are cars in the world.
Oh my goodness.
That's why raccoons got excluded from this cook-off.
Yeah, like why are they? You know, I've seen the worst thing I ever saw.
Yeah.
And it's fucked me up so bad. I saw a golden retriever dead on the side of the highway.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's
Why
rough.
would you even say that?
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. Bad.
Did you throw a tennis ball at it?
Bad. I was so devastated. So devastated.
Did you blow a whistle?
It was so bad. Like somebody probably threw the poor dog out.
Did you say sit?
I did. And he sat.
Did you say roll over?
And he just stayed there.
Did you scream play dead?
No, he wasn't a very well trained dog actually.
How do you know that?
He didn't do anything
It
when I
was your
yelled it out.
dog. Yeah, it was your dog.
It was my dog. Jess.
Okay, so in Florida, a huge amount of cocaine was found.
How big is huge?
25 bricks.
That's a lot.
$1.25 million. And it washed up on shore in Cape Canaveral.
We're talking bricks.
We're talking.
Bricks.
She didn't have to use the term bricks.
I didn't?
Yeah.
What should I have used?
Is that what's written, or I thought you pulled that out?
No, it's what's written. But what
Okay.
should I have used?
No, I thought that's a very hood term to use.
Okay, well, that's what the New York Post used.
25
Yeah.
bricks.
All right,
Yeah.
so my goodness.
Was it fish scales? The purest cocaine?
So
Yes.
here's another hypothetical. What do you do if you find like you're just hanging out and you
suitcase.
find a suitcase?
full of bricks.
Yeah. What do you do?
I build a house.
With the bricks?
Like, what do you do with that?
Igloo.
Like you're like, wow, I'm sitting on millions right now.
$1 million. Well, 1.2.
1.25 million.
Yeah.
Do you open up shop?
Open up shop, maybe. Who knows? What would you do?
I found a huge bag of weed once.
Did you?
When I was working at Chili's.
Mm-hmm.
And I was cleaning up the table after the person had left. Allegedly, I was working at Chili's. I don't know if this is like a bad story to tell.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And there was a huge bag, like a giant bag, like this big, just filled to capacity with weed. And I
Clear
didn't-
bag?
No, it was
How
like
big?
someone's
How big
purse,
was it?
Yeah.
How big?
like this.
Wow, that's like a pillow.
It was
like
a
the size of
huge
pillow.
amount of
Yeah.
weed. It was somebody's purse.
Okay.
But they had left it behind after eating at Chili's and then walked out, and I'm cleaning the table and I see the bag and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I get paranoid, and I took the bag and I walked it to the back.
Do you
See,
have
this is what
dreams?
happens. You take the bag, you hide the bag,
Right.
you walk around with the
Right.
bag.
I took the bag and I walked to the back, and then I was like, I can't tell my manager because what if the manager thinks it's mine? So I walked to the bathroom.
Did you have dreams of you wearing a white dress suit and holding a big gun?
So I walk to the bathroom and I'm
Did
sitting in the
you
stall trying to decide what I should do with this.
Have dreams of possibly speaking in a Cubano accent? Don't you
No.
know I eat octopus 3 times a day? Is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So then I'm sitting in the bathroom and I decide, okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell my manager because if
Did
he
you tell
doesn't believe me, it'll be on the camera that I didn't bring this in, that this other girl
Yeah.
brought this in.
Can I assume? Can I assume what you told the manager?
Sure.
You look at me, and you go there. There's the bad guy. But what does that make you? Good? Is that what you said to the manager?
That is exactly what I said. Actually, I walked out of the bathroom and the owner of the bag was standing right.
What did the owner of the
There.
bag look like?
She was like this little tiny blonde girl, like super thin, super blonde,
Was she
like very Florida.
very? Oh, this was in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very Florida.
Broward County.
Easily.
Broward County.
Yeah, see? It is Broward County.
I walked out of the
Well, is
bathroom
West Palm-
and
is
she
West
was
Palm
standing
Broward?
there and she was like, that is my bag. And I said, oh, I found it.
Yeah.
And she said, thank you. And she grabbed it
You know what I would have done?
and walked
No,
away.
no.
No, I was
Well,
too scared to do
I would have.
anything. I was 17 years old. I had no idea what to do. I was happy to get it out of my hands.
Like, how long before she came back?
To the Chili's?
Yeah.
3 hours. Jessica's sweating,
Oh.
contemplating what she's doing with this
Oh, I
stupid
mean,
bag.
it was like less than 5 minutes.
Did you look at? Wait, less than 5 minutes?
It was less than 5 minutes. The bag.
Did you talk to any coworkers during that point?
No, I had the purse, and
Wha-
nobody noticed because it was a purse. So
Why didn't you just
people
leave
just
it there?
assumed that because it was my job to clean off the tables, and my thought was the next person that's going to sit at this table is going to see this huge amount of
Yeah,
pot.
and I would have said, gone to Amanda and said, look at what I found.
Well,
And then I would have
I
waited
didn't
for
know
the girl
it's-
to come in and gotten
Yeah.
her arrested, and
Did-
her life
Yeah.
would have been in shambles,
I
and I
would've
would have
been-
felt good.
I would have been like,
and then her drug dealing boyfriend would have came and killed me.
They wouldn't know you reported it.
I'm Jess Franco. You fucking with me? You fucking with the best? Is that what you should? That's what you should have said.
I should have.
That's the problem with. If I probably would have became a drug dealer at that point. I would have been like, who put this together? Me? That's who. Who do I trust? Me. Okay.
All right,
let's go.
Scarface.
All right, so there's a lot of people that are stealing money from wishing wells. Thieves are jumping into the wishing wells and taking all of the
How much money's in there? It's
coins
like
and-
pennies, right?
I don't know, man.
Quarters and
Wishing
dollar
well,
coins,
yeah,
maybe? I don't
dollar
know.
coins. A lot of people steal a lot of stuff from wishing wells.
How much money can you get from that stupid thing? Like one dive, you're gonna.
I would say in one dive you can get $10.
That's it.
That's all.
Go to church. Take the money from church.
How is that better?
It's a lot more money.
That's
The
true.
passing plate.
What?
The passing plate.
I wouldn't steal from the passing plate.
But if you're gonna steal from something,
Yeah.
like if you're at that level,
I think I'd go to the fountain. A
You think
wishing
you'd go
well.
to the
take the money, put a coupon for Baskin Robbins.
Leave coupons in the water.
All right, so 2 brothers were booted off their Tennessee high school football team after their mother revealed on Facebook that they actually lived in another school district.
Idiot mom.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the team had to forfeit 3 games.
That's rough.
Screwed everything up. You know, people are really dumb on this on this Facebook thing, and everybody's in this uproar. Oh, I thought Facebook was private. I'm not. Guess what? You don't need to use it.
You don't.
You don't need to use Facebook.
Yeah.
Like everybody's all upset about Facebook and the privacy and then your information. Whatever you post on the internet, if you're telling anybody,
Yeah.
it's good at like if I go to Kunal and I tell him something and I say don't tell anybody,
Yeah.
Right.
I have a 50% chance that he's going to tell Tim.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how could I be mad at him for me telling him something that I didn't want out there? If I really didn't want it out there, guess what? I wouldn't talk about it.
No, exactly.
Think twice before what you say. Like, you know how many tweets, like funny tweets I have that I think twice
Yeah.
and I don't say it?
Mm-hmm.
Today I wanted to attack, what's that broad's name? The Jew broad. from a matchmaker. That you brought from Matchmaker.
That sounds
Patty
sick.
Stinger.
Patty Stinger.
Allegedly.
She's the worst type of human being.
Yeah.
She's such an abrasive bitch.
Yeah.
And this is why she's single, but her job is to matchmake men. And she has this hatred towards men. It's so obvious. And I wanted to go on there and just make this whole comment. And I had this comment to say, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to say it on Facebook.
So you're saying it on air?
Yeah, but because it can't, like, I'm explaining what I did.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
she's an abrasive bitch. So
Okay.
I wanted to go on Facebook and say, what an abrasive bitch. I've dated many people like her.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm thinking, like, maybe someone's going to make this, like, into, like, a Jewish thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, maybe, you know what? I'm not going to write that. Not going to write that. It's funny. It's I had this whole thing lined up. I'm not going to say it. And then, because the other day, one of my friends, a military guy,
Yeah.
he came out and said something about the don't ask, don't tell. He said something like, I'm ashamed to be in the military when gays are allowed. What does this world come to? Gays are allowed in the military. And I wrote, you know, they didn't just turn gay.
Of course.
Like, they've been gay this entire time. You just didn't know it.
Yeah.
Now they're allowed to say that they're gay. And then like, I made this comment. I'm like, why don't we just, at this point, let's just ban women from driving. And blacks can't vote.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that too? This guy he's just such an ignorant guy. He's like an ignorant guy's guy. And he just deleted my post.
Well, yeah.
Some people are like that.
Some people
They're
can't
never
handle
going
it.
to be okay.
He goes,
They're all
his,
dumb.
you know what it was? His actual comment was, fucking fags are now allowed to be in the military. What does this world come to?
That's why, you know, I've written several posts online that I just don't post. Like,
Yeah.
I write them in the what's on your mind part, and then I don't finish. And then I select all and delete.
Delete.
It's like writing an angry email.
Yeah.
Same thing with tweets. If I write angry tweets, I don't post
You know how
them.
many email? I've done the same. I've written an email and then just hit delete.
Yeah.
Select all and delete.
It's just as good as sending
Yeah.
it to me.
It's pointless sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Okay, so a donkey named Marco is running for mayor in a town in Bulgaria.
Ooh.
It's Bulgaria.
Yeah.
It's my grandfather's from.
Yeah.
Sofia.
What do you think? Who's his opposition?
The polls show that he actually might stand a chance of winning.
Yeah. Oh my
Who's he
God.
facing?
It doesn't say.
It's the poll.
Yeah.
It might be.
Can you believe this? Like,
The poll.
It's
and this
ridiculous.
is why there are certain countries in this world
Yeah.
that should not be allowed in the Union. The European Union.
The European Union.
Yeah.
And Bulgaria.
Just get rid of it.
All right. So Victoria Jones has been banned from teaching for 2 years after she tricked her ex-boyfriend on Facebook using baby pictures that she stole from a friend's site. She told her ex-boyfriend that she, in fact, had this child and that it was his to get him back for breaking up with her.
Yeah.
It later came out that she stole the pictures from a friend, and now the school that she works at is not allowing her to come back for 2 years.
Why?
Good.
Has nothing to do with it.
No, it does. You tell me you steal pictures of children
Yeah.
and you use them as a way to blackmail
Sure.
your boyfriend to getting
Uh-huh.
back with you.
Okay.
And you're supposed to be an educator of children.
Yeah.
When you can't even make the right choices.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
You think these teachers are making right choices?
What this?
I've seen them at Sullivan's
Yeah,
the last day of school.
of course.
That's where they all go.
I know.
They're all drunk,
Of
dancing
course.
on the table, getting topless.
Listen, that's why teachers.
Topless.
TOPLESS.
That's
You'll do it when you get here.
You'll do what you get here.
that's why teachers show videos.
Well, it says that the parents were really upset about this and that they
Yeah.
flooded the school with complaints.
They-
And
She shouldn't be allowed to teach forever.
the baby pictures actually were from a friend.
Who cares?
That was in on it.
No.
Who cares?
She wasn't in on it, and actually somebody at the school found out and saw the pictures and said, "That's not your kid. I know that child. That's the toddler of this other lady."
Yeah.
That's so creepy,
That's
huh?
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You want
People are nuts.
if you want that. Let's
Holy
say
cow.
you have a kid and that kid is and your kid is, could be a teacher, could be a potential teacher.
Yeah.
We don't want that woman.
Thousands of people are running into they're running into where are they running? They're running somewhere naked to protest Utah laws. I
Again,
can't speak.
stupid
Thousands
protest.
are running in
Yeah.
their underwear to protest stupid laws that they feel are outdated.
I want to ban protests.
laws?
Protests.
Just uptight is the word that they use.
Uptight laws? Like what? Like are they what kind of
Participants wore bras, panties, nightgowns, swimwear, colorful boxers. Some had political messages on them expressing support for causes like gay marriage on their chests. Salt Lake City, this is where this happened.
people
Which is a
have
huge
nothing to
opponent
do.
to gay marriage.
They have nothing to do.
Yeah, they don't.
How about this? Rather than running in the streets naked to, to support gay marriage, why don't you put on a suit and tie and deliver a decent speech
To
and
like
prove your point
to a town
with
meeting?
valid points, and you get everybody dresses decently,
Yeah, but this
and they
is-
go and they address their point in a decent
But
way.
this is not how. This is not how they get media attention.
Some idiot drunk teenager running around the streets naked
That's how you get media.
is not proper attention
But
either.
They got attention right now. Do you think if some guy showed up in a town hall meeting, well dressed,
But it doesn't matter. I think that the people are just so dumb. They
Yeah.
just do things to do them. Like, if you're behind a cause, be behind a cause.
People should probably just have a cause. Most of these things aren't causes. They're just boredom. I don't know.
Protesting.
You're protesting.
I'm protesting.
I was never a big fan of Gandhi's, peaceful protests.
Really?
Never a fan.
Why?
It's like,
Well, what should he have done? Blown shit up?
Ran through the streets of Salt Lake City naked.
Yeah, he should have.
That's what.
He should have gotten there. Everybody's wearing togas.
Did you see that guy?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, I think that if the concept is that they're uptight laws and they want to protest the uptight laws, I think this is a fine way to do it.
Yeah, but it's not.
Do you know about
change.
Hazari? Do you know about Hazari?
Who's Hazari?
Neither is
second
sitting on
Gandhi?
the ground somewhere or hugging a tree, and
Yeah, it's the same.
none of that's going to change it either. But put on a good soundtrack, run through the streets, fun. I feel like it may be fun. Something you'll remember. A story to tell the grandkids, definitely.
I got
Easily.
naked and I ran through the streets.
All right. Well, according to new reports, teenagers aren't using condoms anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect
People
example.
born in the 1990s don't remember all the AIDS scares of
That's
the
interesting.
1980s,
90s,
and
yeah.
because of that, the amount of teenagers having sex without condoms is raising. In 2009, it was 38% of teens didn't use condoms, and in 2011, it is now 53%.
Really? No
All
way.
teenagers
Crazy.
are having sex without condoms.
53%.
No.
53.
You think that's because
Similar studies have also been found in Europe and Asia.
do you think that's because they're not then they're not afraid of getting AIDS, or do you think it's because, or they don't care about getting pregnant, or do you think that's because a lot of girls are on birth control at an early age now?
It's a combination. I think a lot of girls are on birth control. It also fixes their acne too. You got to
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I also keep it in mind that I know that.
Yeah.
Another thing is that since the birth scare has already been removed, a lot of kids feel AIDS is gone. It's,
They don't know anything about it.
no, not that they don't know anything about it. They just don't think it exists anymore. It's not a problem in their community.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one person. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
But that's crazy. I mean, but you know what? I'll tell you something. Even in the early 2000s, there were Trojan commercials everywhere.
yeah, of course.
You know what you see now?
Yeah.
You don't see those Trojan commercials. You see the Durex, the lubricant
You see the
commercials,
KY commercials.
which is fascinating.
Yeah.
You don't see the condom commercials
no,
anymore.
those are gone.
Right.
You do see them, but not as
Not
much as
as
the
much.
KY.
Not as much at all.
I remember there was a Trojan commercial on
Trojan
all
man.
all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
it was on
Yeah.
all the time on MTV.
They were
every
terrible,
couple
too,
seconds.
but yeah.
MTV had AIDS specials all the time. Sex in the 90s. They were
Yeah.
constantly talking about AIDS.
Real World was very popular when we were growing up,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
the biggest Real World was with Pedro.
Yeah, they
And
always
he
had
was a huge AIDS activist who ended up dying at the end of his season, and so that would always they would always have these specials for Pedro, and I think it was just bigger when we were kids. It
Yeah.
was
Because they had to make it more aware.
getting back into our very important news.
I can't believe the condom thing though.
Yeah.
The
No.
teen sex
That's
thing.
scary.
That's at
53%?
53%.
you know
I
what's
feel like
gonna
we have to
happen?
do something.
The cycle is
Right
gonna
now.
evolve again.
No.
Just
Some
keep
other
expanding.
STD is gonna go around.
See, if these kids don't get their act together, how am I supposed to successfully court younger women as I get older?
Yeah, see.
It's very dangerous.
It is.
Let's look out for me, people.
All right. So, a Pakistani family is refusing to kill their daughter, and they're defying a tradition after she was raped by several men. The
Such
17-year-old.
evolved people.
Yeah, the 17-year-old is supposed to be put to death for being raped. However, the family refuses to do so, and they're making local headlines. She's become kind of a pseudo celebrity, but not in a good way.
How did
You got
how
a
do these
picture of her?
people how do these people function? Don't they understand that that's like, are they that disconnected from reality and what happens in the real world that this is what you're contemplating, that you have to kill the girl? Like, it's baffling to me.
Oh, because she's like,
But
she's damaged now,
yeah, she's damaged goods.
so they have to kill her.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that good for the family that's not doing it? Isn't that a smart move on their end?
What do you mean?
Shouldn't the family be not wanting to kill their daughter?
Yeah, but now they're saying that the family's wrong. The family should be wanting to kill her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how dare the family defend the daughter?
Mhm.
Right.
I mean, how does this happen? Like, we're such a global world, right? We're a globalized economy. Everything intertwines. Like, I'm sure they know who Brad Pitt is.
That's important to know.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, they're aware of this, and then they're like, yeah, that stuff. Yeah, in the West,
How
they
is
don't
honor
do that stuff.
killings and Brad Pitt tie together?
But they understand. Like, they have to have some sort of understanding of, like,
Yeah.
we don't need to do this.
All right. Well, Doritos inventor Arch West has died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
91 years old.
91 years old, who died of natural causes, and he will be remembered for his Doritos and
Of
will
course.
also be buried with them as
Yeah.
the urn goes down.
I read
They're
that there's
going
like
to be throwing-
180 different Dorito flavors that were invented.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
That many?
invented.
He probably invented one, but you know.
The original. He
What was
came
the
up with
original? Nacho?
Nacho,
Nacho
and he
cheese.
came up with the idea on a family trip to Mexico.
Yeah.
So fast food deals are
Let's take the most
coming
un-Mexican meal.
ever.
And bastardize it.
All right, so fast food meals are gonna come back really cheap, cheaper than they actually are now. Fast food rates have been plummeting. The sales have not been good, but all of our favorite fast food companies are coming back with amazing deals to bring us back into their stores. So $7.99 for pizza at Domino's,
Wow.
$6.99 meals for 2 people at Burger King, which
Yeah.
includes 2 Whoppers, 2 small fries, and 2 drinks
That's not bad.
for $7. That's really good.
Yeah.
$5 subs at Subway.
Of course. we've had
Footlong
that.
subs.
Yeah. Footlongs. Wow.
Footlongs. $5 footlong subs.
Okay. Yeah, that's been around though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$5 meals at Dairy Queen, which will be mini Blizzard
Let me ask
meals.
you. Wendy's redid their burger, right?
Cheeseburger. Yeah.
Is it? Have you had it?
No.
I think I will try it tonight.
Can I tell you one
Okay.
thing?
Yeah.
When garbage is appropriately priced,
Yeah.
then you know the economy is in the toilet.
Look, the new burger.
Yeah.
Hot and juicy cheeseburger. It's called the Dave's Hot and Juicy.
Yeah.
Man, this thing looks good. It's Dave's way.
It's of course. Dave's been dead.
Dave's dead.
Dave's
a
been
long time.
dead. And these look like recent pictures. And this is a great thing. It's Dave holding food, and the food is new.
Yeah.
Like they photoshopped new food on this dead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know what the
appropriate.
sad thing is? Dave has his legacy, much to his chagrin, is now like the one of Tupac. Like he's
Yeah.
still alive.
Yeah, he's like always around.
He's promoting burgers the same way Tupac's are promoting albums.
I want this burger.
You want to go get a Wendy's?
You wanna?
I can't go.
Why?
I gotta get out of here. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's hear about the beef.
Yeah.
There's a new commercial here.
Here at Wendy's, it's all about the beef.
All about the beef.
A great cheeseburger starts with the beef.
The beef.
And the beef needs to melt in your mouth.
Where's the
Ugh.
You
beef?
see that beef you're looking at right now?
Yeah.
There's
Move.
no fillers,
Move.
no additives,
Move.
no colors.
Move.
There's no flavor boosters.
Move.
Just pure North American, 100%.
I'm not interested
fresh
anymore.
beef.
When you
Move.
watch this beef on the grill, you see how
Filler is what makes it
caramelized
good.
is, and you
Yeah.
see how thick and juicy it is.
This is thick and
when
juicy.
you chew into it, you can taste real beef. At Wendy's, we use fresh, never frozen beef.
Fresh never frozen means that our
I don't want to hear you.
You know, I'm
yap.
gonna be honest. If they replaced the word beef with dick, it would be just
I had the same thought.
as entertaining.
It's crazy that you said that because
Yeah.
you literally stole that thought from my head.
Yeah.
I had that thought and said, nope, can't say it.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Just
Nope.
can't.
Yeah.
All right. So Brad Pitt is desperately trying to get people to understand that him and Jennifer Aniston are just fine. Apparently offering her up to $1 million to pose with him in a picture for In Touch Weekly so that people will believe that him insulting Jen did not do anything to ruin their friendship.
Good for
She's
him.
such a sour woman.
Jen apparently wants nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Of course she does.
See.
All right. So we're up to our
She's
final
gonna walk
story.
around Manhattan bitter with her nipples showing through her shirt.
All right. So cantaloupes are deadly right now, so don't eat the
Yeah.
cantaloupe.
Yeah.
72 illnesses, including 13
Oh,
deaths,
shit.
are linked to the tainted fruit.
Can I
States
call my
and
mom?
local officials are saying that
Can
investigating
you call her on the air?
Can I call her on the air?
to tell her about this,
Yeah.
Put her on
I've been-
speaker.
I've been meaning to call her for the longest time.
about
now.
the cantaloupe.
Yeah. I've been meaning to. I keep
Well,
on.
Let's get her on the phone.
So
Forgetting
she eat cantaloupe?
She does. She
all the
loves
time.
cantaloupe.
Every time I'm out with Kunal, she calls him to say, pick up the cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Can you pick up cantaloupe?
Oh, dear.
And I refuse to go get the cantaloupe with Kunal.
Yeah.
Was this your plan on killing your mother?
No, absolutely.
For
First
her-
of all, that's
For eating tainted cantaloupe?
if anyone, my mom should be feeding me tainted cantaloupe, because I'm an idiot. I'm meaning to call her all day.
Are you on speaker?
Yeah.
It's very low.
Point it the other way with it.
Hey, mom.
Hi, कैसा है तू?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where are you?
I'm doing the radio show. Hey, listen. Stop eating cantaloupe. Don't eat cantaloupe.
Why not?
When's the last time you had cantaloupe?
When I had cantaloupe,
Yeah.
I just bought it yesterday.
Please tell me you didn't open it.
No?
Okay, good. Don't, because there's been like a news story about cantaloupe going bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Seriously, don't eat the cantaloupe.
Okay.
Like
I
people,
won't eat it.
like how many people? Like 13 people have been dead.
13 dead.
13 dead
72
Where?
sick.
in the United States.
Oh, eating cantaloupe?
Yeah.
Oh my God. हरजीत भी लेके गई, उसने भी खाया, उसे तो कुछ नहीं हुआ.
Did you eat cantaloupe today?
No, I didn't eat anything today.
But you bought it.
I bought it. Yeah, 2 days ago I bought it. I can open it. I
You
just
better.
have it
If I
in the fridge.
see that I'm throwing it away as soon as I get to the house.
Okay. Throw it out. I have no problem.
Stop eating the cantaloupe.
Okay.
Put
what
the
are you
knife
talking
down.
about?
Stop.
Are you
Put the
putting
knife away.
Huh?
Put the knife away.
Yes. Put the knife away. और
Odd.
She wants nothing to do
बच्ची
with
को
you.
चिकू का आएगा खाना खाने आएगा रात को?
I maybe if you're lucky.
Huh?
The only way I'm walking in the house is if I see the cantaloupe in the garbage,
Okay.
and I want to see you.
Let's see
I want to see you standing there screaming in the garbage.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I want to see you cursing the garbage.
You crazy. How is everything okay?
Everything's good. I love you. Listen, I'll call you later.
Huh?
I'll call-
talk to you later too.
I love you.
Love you, baby.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Aw, Mrs. Aurora is so
I love
cute.
her.
She's so sweet. She's like the most awesome. Like,
Okay, I'll throw the fucking cantaloupe away.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care how good other people think their moms are. My mom is still the best. It's not even an
Aw.
argument. It's not.
Gives
Aw,
you
I
the
wanna
cereal.
meet your mom.
What? She's the best. Yeah, you
sounds
should.
so
You should
cute.
want to. Like women meet her and be like, I just want to hang out with her all the time.
Can she come and do the show?
Right?
Instead of
Oh my
Me?
God, can we have her in the show instead of you?
Instead
Just
of-
me, her, and Coco and Jess.
I
Guarantee
would
you.
love for your mom to come and do the
I
show.
will
Would
not.
she do it?
I will not have my mom on here without me. That's for damn
All right.
certain.
Okay. Fine. But would your
Imagine she does a
you-
better job than Coco.
Pff, easily she would.
could we do that? Can we have your mom?
If you want to have her on for a segment, we
Yes.
can have her on for a segment.
I
Excellent. We got to do
absolutely
that.
love
Yeah.
that. Okay.
She's the
Gotta do it.
sweetest woman in the world.
All right. So now that we've warned
cantaloupe.
Mrs. Aurora,
Thank God.
cantaloupes.
I'm so you know what, Jess? I'm really, really thankful that you did that. That story was the story. I read about it this morning and I'm like, I gotta call her at some point, and then it totally slipped my
you
mind. and
saved your mother's life.
Thank you.
We did.
You're welcome.
GFQ
Yeah.
comes through.
Black power.
Black power. I wish we
Or
had
Howard
gloves.
Stern symbol.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
plugs.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Rainy Night House Comedy
I'm
Show.
there.
You want to know
So
who's
am I.
also going to be there? My alive mom, because she's not going to be eating dirty cantaloupe.
Your mom's coming?
Yeah, she's coming.
So cool.
I know
So
she's
excited.
coming through. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's coming through, and I'm so excited because she's just like she's
Has
pumped.
she ever seen you do comedy?
Live? No, she hasn't seen me.
Never.
Yeah, and all the
Wow,
material that
so
she's seen in a video previously, and she's like, she's good to go. So she's gonna come through as well, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Rainy Night House Comedy Show, sponsored by the GFQ Network, Triple Crown Bar tomorrow. Get there at 7:30 p.m. The show starts 8 o'clock promptly. We've got comics from Comedy Central, MTV, to the Tonight Show, Boston Comedy Festival, Cleveland Comedy Festival, Long Island Comedy
A
Festival.
lot of people are coming.
Greek Comedy Festival.
Geek Comedy Festival.
Oh, is that what it
It was
said?
geek, not
Geek?
Greek.
I
Yeah,
read
the
Greek.
Geek Comedy
The Greek
Tour.
Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I read that. I was like, really?
Jess,
There's
there's
that
nothing
many?
funny about Greeks.
There's really that many.
No, it's
They're
a-
humorless people. We
No, there's some pretty solid dudes out there. But yeah, no, you're gonna see some solid comics tomorrow, and it's gonna be a really good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Come by, say hello. Jess, any plugs?
Professional Kids Entertainment. BookYourKidsParty.com. Call them. Ask for me. Please do that right now. Stop what you're doing. Call them. Professional Kids Entertainment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
tomorrow we are running on a different schedule. We start the shows at 4 p.m. with Tech News Weekly, and at 5:30 we have Behind the Counter because I am out of here. Unfortunately, there is no free for all tomorrow because I'm going to the comedy show. I have to because I'm sponsoring it. But we should have some video for you guys over the weekend from the event. So, stay tuned. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.